Hey everybody, Kevin here. Today's video is about adjusting your fences correctly so you actually suck up the most dust. Adjust your fence for less mess or whatever the hell it is. What I'm telling you in this video is sound. It's a real thing. Air velocity and vortices and all the things. This is only a 3-minute video. I'm not going to go through all that. I'm just going to tell you that adjustment of your fence when you have a router table is important. Either you have enough air and it sucks it in beautifully, or you don't have enough, you choke it off and it builds up. Or you have way too much air and it builds up and you're still screwed. So that's what this video is about, because it's happened to several people I know. And they ask me, well, how do you fix that? And I tell them to go buy a $3,000 dust collector like I got. Oh, that's what fixes it. More CFM, the more better, but not always. So watch the video. All right, here we go. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, Kevin here. We're on the aDJUST router table, you can see right here. Today what we're going to do is we're going to be cutting these little dados, both sides of these slats here. They're a 1/2 inch wide, they're a 1/2 inch deep. They're going to stack one on top of the other, and we're going to put a piece of sapele right down the middle here. Might glue it in, I don't know, we'll see how that goes. But this is just to help hold them together. I was going to put dominoes in, but I don't want to put that many dominoes in there. I could just spline this in there, it'll be fine. We're making 2 passes on the aDJUST router table with this wing cutter right here. It's actually 2 cutters, one on top of the other. The opening is a little wider on this side than it is on that side. This cutter spins like this, right, as we're cutting. I want a little bit more space in here for air. So there's about 3/8 on this side and 1/4 inch on that side. And that's because I want a little bit more opening here. So when the vacuum is sucking in this way, it will actually suck the dust in instead of just binding up inside the fence. Don't make it as tight as you can. Always leave a little bit of space, especially on the cutter edge. You don't need them uptight and close. I have friends that, oh, you got to get them as close as possible. And then they always complain that their dust collector doesn't ever suck up right and it's always clogging up. Well, you got to give it some room to breathe. So we're going to try it with the gate closed and see if we can notice a difference. All right, that's kind of gnarly. I'm going to do the other side now. Shit, I want to clean all this crap off of here, but whatever. There we go. Now we're going to open it up a little bit. Let's try it again. Probably can't tell that much. Oh my God, see the difference? There's a huge difference here. With the gate tight closed, it gets a freaking mess in there and doesn't really pull it out. When you open them up a little bit, let it breathe, and you clean out the hose back here a little bit, sucks like magic. Sucks the chrome right off the bumper hitch, you know what I'm saying? And there you go. A little bit more space on this side. Lets the air flow a little better, and it sucks it up and doesn't clog up your fence or dust collector at all. So I also put the smallest plate I have, the smallest opening on this bottom plate down here. The reason I did that is because I disconnected the bottom dust collector system that's down here underneath, because it doesn't work that good when they're both hooked up. But when I'm doing small things like this, just this little 2-inch works great. First pass at a 1/4 inch, second pass at a 1/2 inch. So before I change this out, I'm going to show you how I get that out of there, and you'll see this helps suck it up too, because there's less of an air vent down here, so the sawdust doesn't go all over the floor and all that crap. All right, we're finally done. Take the fence back. We need to keep it sort of close. And the reason for that is we have to unlock the bottom nut. Here's the beautiful plate remover. Loosen, rotate the wheel up. There we go. You know, it's sitting up like that. What we have to do is we have to get under here, right? This wrench is up against the fence.
Wrench on the fence.
Pull this way. It's a Bosch, so it'll come loose and get tight again for some reason. There it goes. So you can see how tight that is around the nut, right? So that makes this vacuum even more intense. If there's a huge hole, use one like that, we have all of this here, which is allowing air to come in, which is all right. But usually what happens is it just drops crap loads of sawdust onto the floor, which isn't good. This you would think would help, but it doesn't really. It actually just makes it go right down into the router. It's something you don't want to have happen. All right, well, there you go. Another little tip from Mr. Kevin. See you next time.
Subscribe now.